Yo, welcome back. It's your boy Stu, Grumpy Vet Photography, man. Hey, it's been a journey, man. It's been a journey, it's been a ride, it's been fluid, shall I say. I'm a light one, man. Things have been looking real good, man. Real good. And of course, you know, with photography, there's the ups, the downs, the bumps, the this, the that's, you know, because when you're in the business of dealing with people, as a person, life happens. When you're dealing with people, life happens. So it's a up and down little roller coaster ride, man, of dealing with people and life and your own circumstances. Their circumstances play into it, and things can start getting a little muddy with commitment, booking a shoot, what day, what time, and then time shift based on my life, their life. So it's fluid, right? You just gotta stay flexible and stay full of sympathy and empathy when things happen. And I try not to take it personally because I invest a lot into my shoots. I invest a lot into my clients. And I try to be very punctual. I sometimes can over communicate to make sure that everything is lined up so when it's time to go live, there's no more hiccups. We can get right into it. You know what I'm saying? The vibe is right. There's no energy. Because I will tell you, if I don't hide my emotions well, I'll be very transparent with that. I don't hide my emotions well at all. So if we supposed to shoot at a certain time and you exponentially late, I mean 5-10 minutes due to traffic, life, kids, spouses, I get it. But when I'm talking 20, 30, 40 hour, last minute reschedule for another day, but then you don't know, it's tough that, let's say you 45 minutes to an hour late, right? One, don't be surprised if I say, yo, that's an extra X amount of dollars. You dig? That should be expected and expected and respected. But it's hard for me to get my gears back and my mind back to where it needs to be for the shoot. That's probably why I call myself Grumpy Vet Photography, because I can be a little bit of a grump and it's hard for me to get out of that once something has kind of set that off. So just be punctual, man. Just be punctual. And I guess 21 years in the military taught me that as an adult, you know an hour before you late that you're gonna be late unless there is a flat out emergency. If you know you're supposed to be somewhere at 9 and you ain't left your house in enough time to get there because of certain things have snowballed, and call right away. Right away. Don't call me at 8:50 and it's a 9 o'clock shoot. You know what I mean? You knew 30-40 minutes ago you was gonna be late. So, but anyway, off that soapbox. I just like to be punctual and like to have everything jiving, man. So, I have been, the best word I can describe it, man, is blessed. Because I gotta realize that as a photographer, I'm not a necessity. I'm not. I am a want. So for someone to reach out and trust me and my camera and my skills and my vibe to capture them, that's a blessing. Right? I can't really overlook that. That's straight up a blessing. And with what I do, sometimes that comes with heartache, pain, and some people use photography as therapy, which is very dope to me, man. It's very dope that people will call me and say, yo, I need this. I need this to capture this time in my life, these moments in my life. And I need to get some of my power back through some of your imagery and your art. Man, that is so dope to me. I can't even explain how much of a privilege that is for someone to call you and put all that trust and confidence in me. That helps so much. It's much better than any like, any follow, any mention on social media. Tenfold, thousandfold. And I have been contacted by a special young person, a lot of trauma and drama in their life, health drama, personal drama, family. And when I sat down for the pre-shoot session just to go over the shoot, man, it was emotional. Even when just the text leading up to that meetup was emotional, because she threw everything out on the table and trusted me to be able to capture that, right? We have a shootout at White Sands coming up, and it's her first time ever shooting, her first time ever doing any type of professional photography. She, you know, everybody with a cell phone takes pictures, and she is one of those people that says she takes a lot of pictures with her cell phone, but she has never been on the opposite end of that lens professionally. And when I tell you the story, it's just touching and beautiful. Like, she wants to surprise her husband, who's graduating from the Sergeant Major's Academy here in El Paso on Fort Bliss. But the most touching part of this is another reasoning of why. That why, when I say you gotta have somewhat of that why, because that why is gonna come out emotionally in the images. She wants to get some of her power back from some childhood trauma, abuse, rape, molestation, all kinds of things that she wants to strip some of that power back and get it back and empower herself. She's not your prototypical model. She's not, she doesn't fit that mold physically. She is a mature person. She is, I think she said she's in her 50s. She's had some surgeries that have left some scars and some excess skin and all those different things, you know. But the fact that she doesn't care, and she's trying to get to that point where she doesn't care and she still wants to view herself as beautiful, and then for her to reach out to me, out of all the Facebook people she could have reached out to advertise her business for photography, she found and reached out to me. Man, and when I tell you, I felt so just blessed to be the person picked. I've thrown my name in numerous photography looking fors on Facebook, and I don't think I've won not one of those bids. And I think a lot of that isn't due to my quality, it's due to what they're looking for. A lot of people are looking for a lot for a little. And I'm gonna give you a lot for a mediocre price, and they don't care. I looked at somebody's price guide and I showed my wife, like, shit, no wonder I can't get any business. People's prices are way lower than mine. But on the other hand, my wife even said, I didn't say it, she said, but their quality, looking at what they're showing, doesn't come nowhere close to your quality. And I said, I know, but I can't beat that. A lot of people aren't looking for high quality images. They're looking for something just a little bit above a cell phone picture, and that's what they're gonna purchase, because that's what they want. And I didn't talk too much. The garden went out. But on a more joyous note, if you guys have been following me and checking out my work on Facebook, not Facebook, well, Facebook too, but I post there as well, Instagram, I cleaned up my profile. I cleaned it up. Because for a while it started looking to me a little junky. It had a little bit of this, a little bit of that, some colors, some black and white, some editorial style, some this, some that. And that's not what I originally wanted when I started this. And I will be 100% transparent. I have taken some work, or a lot of work, off, only to make the profile look more uniform and more like a very elegant museum gallery, right? I want it to look like a gallery / portfolio when you look at the work on my Instagram. And I got away from that, and it was bugging me, so I stripped a lot of stuff off. There's no diss, no knock on anybody that I had to go and remove myself as a collaborator. That's the only way, if you know social media, that's the only way to get stuff off your grid. Is if you, especially if you're collaborating with somebody, you almost got it, and it sends notification to that person that you removed yourself as a collaborator on that post. So I got a couple texts saying, "Hey, what's man, don't take it personal. Get out your feels. It was just a professional business move for myself. I still love the work that we did. It's just that it didn't fit the scheme and look I was looking for my profile. And that was it. I just keep it a buck with you. It just didn't fit the mold. It had color, right? Speaking of that, when I first started this last year, I had a very distinct look to my work, and I had a model that I wanted to follow with my work. And due to, I'll keep it above, due to social pressure, client pressure, I got away from that. And what am I talking about? I was shooting black and white only. Like if you hit me up, ask for a color, I say I do color, but I'm a black and white artist. Please look at my profile, check my work out. It's dope, you won't regret it. And some people frowned and they ran from that. And they went different directions, because some people absolutely love color. I love color, but I much more appreciate black and white, monochrome work better or more. And that's simply because color can be so distracting. Just like right now, this red hat, everybody's probably staring at it, because it's the most vibrant color in the entire image that you're looking at. And that's what your eyes are gonna go to. So that's what I wanted to strip away. I wanted to strip that distraction away and get to the heart and soul of the image, which is the expression in the eyes. If the person has vibrant red lipstick on, everybody's gonna be staring at the lipstick. If they got a vibrant red jacket on, or shoes, or some other color that's gonna distract you, that's just the way our brains and eyes work. It goes towards the most contrasty, brightest part of a image or picture, and that's what we lock in on, right? And I wanted to get away from that because I love black and white photography. Now, if you hit me up, yeah, y'all have seen my color work, so trust and believe the black and white is going to be just as dope as the color is going to be just as dope as black and white. It's just a professional choice that I have and freedom that I have to do that, right? Because I feel like in such a saturated market, listen to the wordplay, in such a saturated market, color photography is, if you're just another colored photographer, you're just blending right into that saturated market already. And my role, or what I want to do for my business, this one-man operation, is I want to niche myself down or box myself in, so to speak, in my own lane of black and white and hog it, because there's so many other people out here shooting color. If you want that, good luck finding 300 people that do it and then trying to pick the best one. If you want some dope black and white images, it ain't too many people out here doing what I'm doing in my area. Even my color work, wasn't nobody really doing what I was doing with the quality at which I was doing it at. So I feel like the way to really stand out and pull myself away from that phrase, so my market knows, so when you come to me, I already know what you want, you know my style and my quality and everything else, so it shouldn't be a lot of ho-humming around. It should just come down to let's book it, let's do it, right? Because you know what you're getting if you've looked at my body of work. It speaks for itself. I shouldn't really have to sell you on why you should choose me. Look at the body of work for yourself, and you should make that pretty common sense determination. But it comes down to affordability, right? I don't feel like BMW, Mercedes, Lamborghini, Ferrari, Bugatti, they're not trying to sell their cars to everybody. They could care less about the person that made $40,000 a year. It ain't for them. They know that. But that ain't who their marketing and everything is geared towards. It's geared toward those people that make 7-8 figures a year. They know that. And that car salesman is looking to sell 1 or 2 cars a year, depending on how exotic and how fancy they are. Right? And that's gonna fill their pockets. And that's kind of the market I'm looking for, that very niche market that understands what I do with the camera, with black and white photography. Now, don't not call me because you want some color. Got it. Just don't get upset if it doesn't make my profile grid. I may even start another little, what's that things, highlights. I may start some highlights to showcase the color photography, but my main grid most likely is going to stay black and white until I see fit to change it. And that's just my ebb and flow as being ADHD. Attention to detail and highly dope. Don't get it twisted. But another thing that's transpiring, man, and I'm super excited. I cannot tell you how excited I am and anxious I am to work with this person tomorrow. We're supposed to meet tomorrow. It's a person that I have been following on socials. They've been following me. We've kind of been poking at each other. And I finally just asked. And that is, will you be my muse, right? And it's one of those things where I have to be very picky about it because I know what I'm looking for, and like I want to put out a lot of work. I want to put out very consistent work. I want to be able to put out some creative work. In order to do that, you got to put yourself with the right person that aligns with all of that. And so I've been watching for 6 or 7 months or so, kind of the posts that she puts up and the look that she has. I finally said, man, I gotta ask, bro, because it's exactly what I'm looking for, or she's exactly what I'm looking for. So we meet tomorrow, man, and hopefully we can make something happen. And I also invited her out to the shoot that I have out in White Sands to help be somewhat of an assistant and a comfort for the client. The person I'm talking about has modeled before for a long time, and then she got out of it for certain reasons, and now she's looking to get back into it. So I feel like with her experience and her being a woman, she could help ease the client that I have into some poses. Be more willing to walk up and touch hair to move it, or fix wardrobe. And as a guy, being a photographer working with 99.9% women, those are things I have to be very careful about, because as innocent as I may go in to move a blouse or a collar or a piece of hair, or you gotta be careful, man. With today's society and everything, you gotta be very careful, or I gotta be very careful with how I approach that, because boudoir shoots can be very emotional, very sensual, and I don't want to send the wrong vibe, you dig? So I felt like the best thing to do was solicit some help, and she volunteered to help if her schedule permits. And I think that would be very, 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 very helpful. Especially if you're a male photographer, man, you got to try to find yourself a female muse that could also dub as an assistant on shoots. Especially if you feel like the person that is working with you may feel a little uneasy, but I think it'll make everybody feel a lot more comfortable if you have help there as a male photographer. Just keep it 100, keep it in the buck, man, because things are touchy out here. No pun intended, but kind of. But yeah, I just wanted to come on and give a update. And another update I have, man, is that life gets in the way, especially when you hit 40, or get into your 40s like I am. The circle of life starts to hit. It starts to hit around your 40s, depending on the age of your parents when you was conceived, right? So I got to head to Houston. My dad's having a pretty major surgery. He's 78 years old, about to be 79 in July. He's having some issues after cancer. that the doctors want to go in and try to rectify and fix. And I got 12, 13 siblings on that side, but it seems like I'm the only one responsible enough or in the best position to be able to be there. So I'm going. I'm heading out to Houston. He has a surgery on the 10th. Probably head out the 8th or the 9th to give myself enough travel time to get there, relax, get my mind right, settle in, get him to where he needs to be, and I won't be coming back until I feel 100% that he good. Once I feel like inside of me, to hell what he say, because I know him. I know him. He gonna tell me he good even though he ain't. Once I get good and clear from the doctors, and I feel that tickle in my spirit that he good, I'll be coming back, man. We're gonna keep this thing rolling. So yeah, that's a little bit of insight of what's been going on inside of Grumpy Vet, man. And I hopefully we can do this a lot more often. Like I said, that podcast is coming. I gotta nail down a few different things because I want to make sure that the product I put out is dope. I want to make sure the product I put out is dope. I want to make sure the guests that I have on are on the same vibe. I'm gonna help, hopefully put some other folks on, small businesses. A lot of fashion folks have already reached out. Modeling agencies have reached out here in this area that want to be, showcased, so we can kind of work on something maybe together, bigger projects moving forward. But yeah, y'all help this channel grow. It's very, 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 very small, but I'm not a YouTuber, right? I know that it's somewhat of a platform to push networking and all those different things, but it's a lot of work that goes into making these videos, to make them quality, and I would like to grow. So share, like, subscribe, book it. Love y'all. Peace.